How's it going, bruh? My name's No, fuck. Keep doing that. It cracks me up every time. Anyway, today's video is about reviewing October, and by that I mean reviewing my daily targets, my daily goals for October, my habits, everything I tracked down using my graphs. So I guess we can start with the money ones, right? Before you do that, please like and sub. I need this, please. I'm aiming for 100 subs by the end of New Year. If you find this video entertaining, or you just want to fill out some noise in your head whilst you're watching something else on the other screen or playing a game, go ahead. I need all the advantages I can get. So be sure to make whatever you want to do with that. So this is my graphs. Expenses versus income. Let me just move this closer to you. As you can see, we were having some shit going on, some bullshit, losing money, profit, but then lifestyle inflation. You can see I've spent pretty much all I earned anyway. And then you can see, oh shit, more loss. Why is that? Because I didn't work enough, that's all. By November 1st, I didn't earn anything. From October 1st to November 1st. That is a slight issue, obviously. It's all on me. Anyway, you can see investments and savings. This is the savings I have on hand, basically. I still haven't done that, but it's basically the same as this, only slightly lower. These are my investments. I guess they went up. They should be going up a little bit more again, probably by here, slightly increasing. Last time I checked, anyway. My Fidelity account was increasing. I don't know about my Vanguard. I don't check that usually. I need to take money off it because for some reason I can't invest into it, and I can't. I'm having trouble doing anything with that account. So I'll take that shit out, put it back in, make it better, so it doesn't do that again. The point is, I'm struggling with money, and that's why this PC part saving goal has not been into fruition. See, November goal, £400 per month, update every week, right? So I was supposed to achieve this in November time, because I started in late September or something like that, early October, tracking this shit, but I didn't get any work. So, and even the work I did get was not enough. I only got like a few weeks part-time. It was night shift though, so it was like a decent amount, but still. Moving on, our old graphs. I actually managed to keep them in a good place than last time, because last time, turns out, I found them later, a month later. They fell down the cabinet over here. It was so annoying when I realized that. Yeah, as you can see, these habits I was tracking for October time, we only got exercise done. This is mistracked anyway, but whatever. We didn't really play any bass. We did some fasting, which I am pretty proud of that. Obviously nowhere near enough. Fasting from midnight to noon, or noon to midnight, whichever works in this context, is like one of the best things you can do for weight loss. It will stop, you'll eat in a smaller window, and you'll have less cravings outside of that window, basically. So your body adapts to what you eat and when you eat it. Basically what my point is, do fasting. Not like all day fasting, unless you want to, but only do that for like, I don't know, a couple times a week at most. Because if you do it too much, you will start losing muscle, which is a problem. We did track calories, which is really good. I decided to remove this habit from this point on. It said do one practice test. The reason that doesn't matter is because cars are expensive. They take up fuel. There's so many hidden costs to it. Why bother? Not financially responsible. Don't need it. I'm not traveling insanely far. I'm not traveling frequently either, so literally no point of having a car. Except for like transporting instruments. But considering how much my friends have practiced their instruments, because I'm in a band, it's not really a band anymore, I wouldn't say. No point even bothering with that shit. My friends are not motivated, they're not consistent, they don't know anything about self-improvement. They don't know, well, most of them anyway. There's one exception, maybe two. Taser and Ryan are like pretty good. Ryan is less good, but because he's basically not done as much thinking about it and just acting out on this. He does plan. He plans a lot, but by and by, he's still not as good as Taser. Anyway, there's not much to say. It's just like shitty. You can compare it to November now, and yeah, look, I'm way better this month. Way better. Way better. And I pick things that actually matter to me right now. That will actually produce the most results I could possibly have. Yeah, like, it's just no contest. I was lazy shit in October. Even without, like, whack. Well, that was probably some whack, I don't remember exactly when I stopped whacking, but there's another example. Basically, if you could, there's one thing you can take away from. Make sure to graph everything, even your failures. See how I tracked my calories like this? My brain. Maybe back-to-back videos are not a good idea. This graph is also important. It's important how much I didn't follow it. I didn't follow it at all. But I'm thinking of a new system anyway. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have boxes of physical cash, and I'll take out take it from these boxes, and I'll use it, and then anything left over will stay in that box, and then I can add more every week. And basically that's another way of tracking it, but I also need to track it not graphically, but with this, like, tables like these as well. But it will be easier to track, because online tracking is for this stuff, you need to go online on the app, you need to like scroll through, and then you need to figure out what you did on the day, so you need to track it daily. But with that method I described before, you can track it much less frequently. You can basically track it like every week, because you're going to fill it up every week unless you have a monthly pay, which sucks, but whatever. But you can also paste that weekly. You should. This is a mess. I reformatted it better next on the next month graph, November one. You can see that I did stop tracking, but when I did track, oh shit, why am I so, for YouTube videos, it's basically daily. If I tracked it longer, it would have been daily. For like missing a few 3 or 4 days at the end. Basically leading up to the Halloween stream. My gym days were pretty consistent. Doesn't show well on here, but when it was going on, it was pretty good. My morning and night routines, you can see I struggle way more on the night routine than the morning one. Usually because when it gets late night, the night routine is the last thing I do. Hopefully anyway. And when you're super tired, the last thing you want to do is read a book. sometimes you're not super tired and you read the book for like 5 hours because uh don't want to sleep for some reason in your brain, either because the book's fascinating or because I don't know, you just like had a billion caffeine like I usually do sometimes maybe. Yeah, I check my weight like decently consistently. It would have been good if this was all tracked for real. I didn't get the haircut I needed. I planned to get haircuts monthly and I didn't. This is why it's so freaking long here. So lush and long. The future Nick will take care of this mess. Because of this monthly theme thing, I think it's going pretty well. I can look back on things I've fucked up, like tracking in general, and I can improve it considerably. I nearly did mess up this week by getting carried away from a my birthday celebration and not tracking anything and forgetting to track for a couple of days. I mean, overall, it's pretty good. Missed a few habits that I was meant to not miss. The night routine is still a fucking annoyance. I need. I'm doing also a weekly approach where I incorporate my old habits back into myself. So I failed at incorporating the night routine, so I'm gonna have to keep trying to do that. The fasting stuff might be easier right now, probably, because I'm pretty close to getting that back on top with that. When you're tired, the days blend in together, you know. Why am I so tired, man? What the hell? I had a caffeine pill before this. Well, whatever. Yeah, this is about it. In short, I would say October was pretty good because I actually kept the graphs. I tracked somewhat, which is better than no having no record of tracking because I lost graphs. My habits are still pretty aligned right now, so there's no waste and loss. Overall, I'd say it's kind of disappointing because this is all without working. So I had like infinite time basically to get everything done. It's if I had to pick a reason why I failed so hard at the very end, is probably because I didn't go outside. I didn't walk about. I just stayed in my room making videos, and you can't really get away with that. You need to go outside, which lifts like helps with depression so much. Not that I'm depressed per se, but it helps lift your spirits, and when you lift your spirits, you feel motivated more. And then when you're motivated more, you feel like, oh shit, all right, yeah, I'm gonna grab my notebook, write some things I need to do today, write what I need to do to complete these graphs, and be intentional with what I do. But yeah. Goodbye.